Alright, so I usually don't make Clash of Clans videos, but I felt like I had to after yesterday. Went 295 with this strategy that I saw from some other content creator. And I'm just going to go through all these replays and just show you the attacks because they're pretty fun. Got to use a fireball, this and this. Giant arrow. All the pros are using like the log launcher. I even had a level 4 one on accident in this attack. And rocket spear and electro boots. Yeah, I decided on fireballing, I think the multi-inferno here. So I can get the poison tower. Yeah, nothing too crazy, but deal with the king as early as possible. And basically with the recall, you want to just take him out. Save your warden whenever he gets to a spot that's too dangerous. So just always keep an eye on him. And so you're basically going to clear a funnel like this for the rest of your heroes, and then you want to get a lot of value with your log launcher. So I'm going to put my queen here at the bottom to arrow through the middle, and then the log launcher gets all that. And I also have three earthquake spells with this army. I also rage him up as I look away because that's just a good practice so that I know he doesn't die. There you go. The multi-gear cannon is destroyed before anything even gets there. And then I usually just send the world champion in to help out with either the heroes or on the backside. This one needed help to get the monolith, so I sent her in there. And I ended up not even needing to use my recall on this one. Yeah, spiky ball. The goal with this army is to get the king in the middle as best as you can. This one was kind of hard because the middle's like mostly empty. So you want to just get a good king ability. That's like the key with this army. If you don't get a good king ability, you're probably gonna lose. And just clean up. I actually did end up recalling him, just speed it up. But next attack. Yep, so this one, the target is obvious. You want to get this area here. That's going to be a lot easier than this tower and the clan castle. And the thing is with furnaces is that they can deal with clan castle troops pretty easily most of the time. And I'm perfectly fine with my warden getting stalled by a bunch of ice golems, so that's actually preferred so that he can get healed up and just like chill while the rest of the army kind of takes out the rest of the base. Rage him up just to get him through these high HP buildings and the road champion. I froze that just in case, because you really don't want your warden to die. Headhunter for the king. I think I freeze. Yeah, I block here. Invis. Boom. And then recall. So I don't even have to fight the minion prince throughout the rest of this raid. Log launcher is going to end up getting the scatter. Earthquake as well. So I send the king over here. 2 super yetis towards the edge here to make sure the king goes into the middle. There he goes. And then the whole time I'm still keeping an eye on the warden. I think I'm going to do something with him. Maybe not. Yeah, in this. Okay. And then king ability right there. And I just sent in my champion over here to the left to help with those outside defenses. And the rest is just super easy cleanup. Still have an ice golem that never popped. I tend to forget my ice golems though, so maybe I just realized the sound effects were a bit too high though, so I'm gonna put it probably down here. That would be better, I think. I don't know. Now this one was a tough one. Because do you go for the rage tower? There's not any really big defenses here, just one Rico and scatter and multi-infernos. Either way though, my first instinct was to fireball this monolith so I can get 2 fire spitters and the clan castle. So that's 3 major defenses that I don't have to worry about. This fireball, I mean, veered to the right, which is not at all what I wanted. And as he's moving, I should have ice blocked him. I'm kind of stupid for this, but it ended up hitting the fire spitter, but I still got all 3 of those things that I wanted anyways. And I barely recalled him. Yeah, so that wasn't smart. You should always put down your ice block. I don't know what I was thinking there, but it worked out. I think I end up putting my queen. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's what the ice bombs are for. Freeze up those ridge compartments. And yeah, see, my queen's still full health. The king's going inside. She might die early though. That's the thing with this strat, is that the queen typically dies. But as long as your king gets into the center, gets a really good ability. That one wasn't the greatest, but it hit the multi-gear that was down here, which is really good. And then now, yeah, just keep the warden alive, push him through these rage tower. And then I still have an ice block for the warden to heal him up, or one of the yetis or the king to tank. And yeah, the warden wanted to die here, but I ice blocked him to get fully healed. And there you go. He also wanted to make me lose by shooting a wall for a little bit there, but... And this one, let me think. What did I fireball? I think I just went for this rage tower, which is an easy fireball. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I didn't even hit the scatter. I thought I was gonna go for. Huh. But yeah, that's still a good fireball. Not bad. And he's gonna take for free basically all of these. Just gotta look at the Royal Champion. Wait, what? There's a gap in this base? I just realized that. What the heck? I don't think that's supposed to be there. So maybe I didn't need to rage him up. I think that was a wasted rage. I think that's why I lost this one, is because that rage was pretty much useless. He got nothing out of that. He was going to take this stuff for free because he can survive a 1v1 with an Expo. And there's nothing else here. And the Royal Champion was already dead, so... If anything, I still have the recall and 4 invisibility spells too. I should have sent my wall breaker in, I don't know why I didn't, but... The log launcher's still going to get a decent amount of value though. I saw that the town hall was targeting the warden, so I recalled him and put him down here. What the? I put him in range of the air defense? That's crazy. But the king and the queen, I don't know what happened to the yetis that came out of the CC. They just got wrecked somehow. I probably should have definitely used maybe an invis over there to help them out. Because they were hitting a wall for a little bit. I should have used my wall breaker as well. I just forgot, apparently. But it ends up being... I think this would end up being a complete fail. Not a time fail, because, yeah, it was a fail. Yeah, I think this is one that I'm thinking about. I made a lot of mistakes during this one, but this attack strategy is so good. And in my mind, it's easy because I've had a lot of practice with the fireball. If you don't have practice with the fireball and you're not good with it, then it's going to be tough. But I find fireball attacks really fun to use. This base, I've 3-starred this many times before, even during last season. And all you got to do is just hit this area. Ice block him, 2 invis. I probably only needed 1 there, but just wanted to be safe. Recall him, put him... I think I put him up towards the top, but one thing I would do differently is get... So this angle here with the log launcher, it's not going to hit anything in the middle. The reason why I didn't do that, though, put it over here, is because there's just so much here. But that's what the ice golems are for. And the person that I watched the video of, where I got the strategy from, he uses a regular golem. But my regular golems aren't max level yet. They're only like level 11, and they go to level 14, which is ridiculous. But yeah, ideally you want to put the log launcher here. And then maybe Yeti over here to make sure your king can go this way. But either way, it's just hard to path your king into the middle like this anyway. So it's kind of a tough base, but either way. If you get a really good fireball against a base like this, then it's okay. So yeah, use the Royal Champion to help path this way, take care of those ones. And see, the log just completely missed everything. And, oh, it ended up... Oh, yeah, helping with the fire mites, it helped take out the town hall. So I remember in the middle of this attack, I was like, what the heck took out the town hall? I wanted my warden to take it out, but I placed down these other furnaces over here. See, I invis the king just for a little bit to get a better ability, but yeah. And if you didn't notice, the warden should have died. I really thought he was going to die there because there's a giant bomb and a multi-archer tower hitting him, but I think it would have won anyways, even if he died there. Now this one, the target is obvious. You want to hit probably one of these two. So take out a bunch of these buildings and then invis maybe one or two and then hit. Whichever one's closer, it'll be good enough, in my opinion. So let's see what happens. So what I do here, I think I rage him here because there's just so many buildings that I want him to get through, and the expo takes a while. And think after this one. Yep. 1, 2, and boom. There we go. So this log launcher, so I decided to go in from the side here, even though it's not like a longer angle like this because the multi-gear. And what else is there? Yeah, expo, 2 expos, and it activates the invis tower, pretty much guaranteed. There's not a guarantee that it really goes that far, right? But I just thought there was better value here. That's why I went from this angle, and it turned out to work out pretty well. Actually, I think this one was the most crushed base that I had. Like, this plan was phenomenal. The king actually ends up going over here. Or he looked like he was about to, so I put the Royal Champion over here. So now he goes back in. Earthquake the core. And see, by the time my heroes are getting over there, the Town Hall's already like one shot, and I freeze it. Royal Champion still has some of her rocket spears, and she's taking care of the ice golems. I didn't plan for that, by the way. And most times, they probably would have gone for the heroes. I don't know why they went over here, but... And I still haven't even used my king ability. The king ability is usually for a big area like that, and I didn't even end up using it. Well, I ended up using it at the end, of course, but boom, 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 boom. Easy. That one was probably the most crushed out of all the ones of that day. Now this one. Yeah, again, just big defenses that you want to take care of. Fire spitters, multi-gears, or a monolith. If you can get the CC, that would be good as well. You want to go for the towers as well. The warden can take care of a poison tower pretty easily. It doesn't really affect the army that much. You just don't want a poison tower to really hit your heroes all that much. So I go for the scatter shot here because that would hit the multi-gear and the poison. But with these spread out poison bases, you can't expect a really good fireball anyways. And I end up hitting the sweeper, so just had to deal with that. Yeah, so send in super wall breaker, push him in there, earthquake. That was an unfortunate poison, but yeah, that probably wasn't the best angle. I probably should have went in towards the monolith because it ends up staying up somehow, and I had to freeze it just to help out my queen, and she just goes down, which kind of comes to bite me later. But the king Yeah, use his ability. I recalled the Warden because he was getting distracted with all these troops in the middle, and he's probably going to get attached to the Royal Champion, so I send him over here to get all these free buildings, basically help with cleanup. What I shouldn't have done, though, is I should have put him like up here, though, out of range of the Fire Spitter. This was not a good move. But I used my last rage on the Royal Champion just to get through all these heavy buildings and the Queen. And she has Phoenix on her, so she'll easily take this out just in a few shots. And the extra damage output from the Electro Boots is super useful. Now this was super close to a time fail. Super close. I was about to rage so hard if it didn't work out. Oh, I missed one. This one was, I think, the 4th or 5th attack that I had. I don't know. But, you know, I haven't showed this one yet. But this one, I think, was the most insane. So, save the best for last, right? This one's tough, though, because all the good fireballs are, like, really towards the center. So you're going to have to move a lot. I decided to go for this multi-target, though. Reason being, I wanted to go for one of these buildings over here, but the angle and everything, probably not the best with the Fire Spitter pointing out like that. So it would have been easier to just hit this one, get that Rage Tower, and avoid the giant bomb. So that was unfortunate. I should have put down a test loon over here. Probably more towards the corner, because that's where the hidden Teslas are usually. So that furnace didn't really do anything. But yeah, you also don't want to just try so hard and take so long to get a good fireball. Like, the best fireball of all time would be cool, but it would just take so long to hit like this ricochet cannon. Like, that would be an amazing fireball, but you know, it would take me 10 years to get in there, and then it would probably be a time fail. So just get a good amount of value. 1, 2. That was definitely I didn't need to use that third one, but again, you get traumatized whenever you use the fireball strategy and then you miss the building. So this log launcher with the giant arrow, you can't ask for like a better log launcher. Like Monolith, multi-archer, clan castle, and a ricochet cannon right there. Really good. And so the king should be able to path towards the monolith if they take out this building. Okay, yeah, he's going in. Perfect. And so I put my warden up at the top. And so the cool thing about the log launcher is that it also takes down the furnaces in the middle. So I put the Royal Champion over here to the right to take out this and this. And I end up just using a ton of spells really fast. That was a really good king ability too. Again, if I didn't get a good king ability, this attack is just a fail 9 times out of 10. My last rage to keep the warden alive against the minion prince. 2 healers go down. That's rather unfortunate. But check this out. Check this out. Look at the warden. He wanted to lose. He wanted me to lose this game. And, you know, if the warden couldn't make me lose, the queen definitely tried. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. See, it was at this moment that I decided I should probably live record these, because I'm going insane right now because she really wants me to fail. This was so close to a time fail. The good thing that's a ground expo and you have some boogers, but it would have been a time fail if the queen wasn't alive. Like, they wouldn't have been able to take it out in time, but there was like, what, 5 seconds left on the clock? How much was it? 3, 2. So there's like 10 seconds left. Okay. So yeah, great attack strategy. I love it. What's preferred though, like I said in the video that I watched, the dude had max super Valkyries in the clan castle. I don't have that right now. I can't donate that to myself from my other account, so I just send myself another ice golem in the CC. It's also slightly different. I've modified it a little bit. I think he takes 3 headhunters. I only take 2, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. This has by far definitely been the best attack strategy in Legends so far that I've tried. So, by the way, check out the clan if you're interested. We have like 7 spots left.